I think it helps me spread happiness around me. Everyone has a kind of a goal in life, and my goal in life is just to sing. Maybe not even to be the most world famous singer or earn a lot of money, but just to sing and be happy with it. So even when people discouraged me and said that, you're not going to get anywhere from here, I kept holding on to my dream, kept holding on to my dream. I said maybe someday something will happen, opportunities will come up. Right from school days, I used to participate in all the school competitions for music. And I won a lot of them. I didn't win some of them in the beginning, but I think that was really good because I learned to take failure and hence understand the importance of success. So I kept working hard even in my college days. After I finished my college, I had an opportunity to sing with a choir known as the Stopgaps, and we've represented India in China in 2006 and also Asia in Germany in 2008. These were real stepping stones for me. Also, I participated in a French TV competition known as TV5 Monde, and I was selected as the winner from India. Later on, just recently, I have also been participating in a workshop by Patricia Rosario, who's a world famous renowned singer. And I also have sung in an opera, which was Cavaliera Rusticana and I Pagliacci. I was one of the chorus members, and I was singing along with a lot of international cast. So that was really, really a very good stepping stone for me. Since I was so interested in music, one day I saw an ad in the newspaper about the NCPA, which is National Center for the Performing Arts. And I thought it's a great opportunity to use my education as well as my passion. So it would be like a synergy of the two. And I'm now working at the NCPA from the past 6 years. I joined as a management trainee and now I'm the manager marketing events. I handle corporate events, which is a very different segment. So I actually get the best of both. I am also working at the NCPA, which has some of the best shows in the world. And I handle a large amount of corporate corpus. So I have a balance of both a very corporate life as well as a very NGO kind of a life. My job lines, well, it starts at 9:30, ends at 6, but in the corporate life you can never go home at 6. You have to keep working till your work is there. Sometimes even on weekends, sometimes I get calls at about 2:33 in the morning about some event not happening properly. So I just have to be there all the time. A lot of people ask me how I have the time to manage both a corporate life as well as my passion for music and a personal life. I don't know it myself. The time just comes up somehow, and I just believe that if you want to do something, you make the time. Sometimes I also have to study music for my exam. Sometimes I study at 6 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I do it at 1 o'clock at night and disturb my family, but I do it. And there is no fixed time for my music. It just has to come up anytime. Like when I'm traveling in the train, I have my speakers on and I keep listening to that music to sort of study it. I have my notes, I keep referring to them. People in the train look at me and say, what is she doing? What is she doing? But I love doing that. It's just every second of my time that I have spare, I use it towards my music. Well, after I had done my graduation, I wanted to leave everything and just get into music. But my family did not support me at that time. I think they were right in their own way. They had their own reasons. At that point of time, it was terrible. It was like my heart was being wrenched apart. And I didn't understand why they were doing that to me. They didn't understand why I was behaving like that. A few months, I used to even not be able to sleep. I haven't slept for a few months. I was just completely dejected and depressed that I'm not going anywhere. It just happened over a period of time. I just had to go through it and get the strength from this mishap that happened. And I think it's just made me so much more stronger, and it's made me realize how important my dream is to me. Slowly and steadily, I think I grew over the years. I grew a little more mature. I tried to understand their point of reasoning. They tried to understand my point of reasoning. And yes, I did feel for a lot of time that I'm not growing up in life. I'm not achieving anything. But now I realize to achieve something, you have to put in so much effort and have so much of dedication towards your work. many times I wanted to give up my dream. I thought it's really easy to give up that dream, which is so very difficult, and just take up, a posh job, work, and come home and rest and relax. At the end of the day, you're so tired. Why would you like to put in that extra 2-3 hours of work again? But something in me just didn't let it go. It just didn't let it go. It just came on that I have to do it, I have to do it, I have to do it. No matter what anybody would say, I would just not give up. So probably that's how I'm here right now, and I really have to work so much hard towards my goal. There's still such a long way to go. Well, the highest point I had was being chosen by TV5 Mon, which is a very prestigious French channel, to be the best singer from India. And on that same platform, we had the best singer from Denmark, the best singer from Canada, from England, from America. It was wonderful to be with all of them and to sing and to be, as representing your country. It felt like a very proud thing to do. I really hope that I can take part in more of these international competitions and help myself also, and also put my country's name on the international scenario. Okay, my inspiration, my message, everything comes out through a song which is called A Dream is a Wish. And it goes like this. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you may lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come shining through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream